Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vampire The Masquerade Coteries of New York, and Decision Making. Pretty sure in our first playthrough we did both Hope's thing and Arturio's thing, Agathon's thing. Pretty sure. I think we also delved a bit into D'Angelo, but yeah, just a bit. I don't think we finished his, or I don't think we even really went to Tamika's. Well, maybe once. Trying to remember. Because I remember we didn't have enough time to do everyone's thing. I think I did some side stuff with Blood, but yeah. So I think we'll get started off on Tamika's. I think we're going to work on these two. Because I know we did Hope's. I think we did most of Agathon, so yeah, we'll work on these two, maybe some other things. But I keep reminding you, in the end it doesn't really matter, because the ending's all the same, but yeah. It's a journey. It's a journey. Besides, they went to all this work of writing everything, we should experience multiple paths, shouldn't we? You know, I say that, but at the same time, how many games have I done with just the same path over and over? Like Knights of the Republic with Darkseid, because, you know, Darkseid. Anyway, Sophie mentioned again, go. Neonate by the name of Tamika, who's made herself a haven in Prospect Park. The Pharaohs aren't exactly a social bunch, even by kindred standards. But you can keep her from clawing your eyes out just long enough. Can't be persuaded to join you. You know, sure, why not? You make your way through the Grand Army Plaza, passing soldiers and sailors' memorial arch. You can't help but feel a tinge of nostalgia as you picture the place as you've seen it countless times in broad daylight, teeming with life. Quickly get over and pass through the northwest gate into Prospect Park. Park is its usual made for unkept foliage and dimly lit hours. Lanterns and hours are wood at this time of night, and there doesn't appear to be any sign of kindred presence. Or they could be hiding in the trees for all we know. Soldiers suspect language sources fed to a bunch of bullshit, but you're not willing to give up just yet. You find your options here for steps coming from behind a line of trees. Quick but evenly paced, most like a late night jogger. Kind of be in that time, but then again, perhaps you could kill two birds with one stone. I mean, if I feed, I divert our attention, and then I could be like, hey, sorry for nomming the guy. My bad, but I got hungry. Even though we're not really that hungry, by the way. But I mean, free snack is free snack. You lock onto the sound of the footsteps, rejecting the runner's path. You move swiftly but quietly to intercept them. You hide behind a tree and wait for your prey to get closer. Mere seconds later, a young man off around Tarachi tries to you notice the blood scissors. Beat heavy, music bleeding through. That should make things easier. Just as the man passed by, you merge behind him and plant your hand firmly on his neck. Sure, the first effort trying to break free your grasp. But as soon as you find his piercing skin, panic gives way to peaceful submission. Well, do we level up our brawl so we can actually easier. Well, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, here's what I would like. I would like basically like one of these visual novels, but also with some of the stat things. Like, you know, stuff to spend experience on, you know? So that way it's more so like a choose your own adventure book. Less so like just a visual novel. So that way, since it's a choose your own adventure book, you put the points into things, you can roll the dice check to see if you actually can get through checks. You know, if you have the stats, you have the... like, for example, like, say you need celerity 2 to get through here. Did you put points into celerity 2? No? Well, choose this option instead. Stuff like that. I mean, it sort of has that in the way that basically, well, you need blood to activate your powers and stuff. But at the same time, yeah. My opinion, it could be better. Could be better if we had, you know, actual stat points to distribute for actual stat checks. Because that would make it, you know, a bit more involved, is what I'm saying. Instead of just... and then you read things and made a choice. And then you read more things. Here lays the warm liquid trickles down your throat. The fresh vitae washes over your senses, and an orgasmic shiver along your spine. Well, that's a thing. So when the deepest dark goes your mind, the beast stirs in slumber. You stop feeding just in time. Hunger satiates the beast fast asleep. You know, yeah, we haven't really had an issue with blood, really. We've just been nomming and getting drinks where we can. You set the day's picture on the upright bench. As the world comes back into focus, you suddenly realize that something is not right. And for a second, the ale by the side of your head swirls like a portrait. By your instinct, you lean back as his five-finger sharp razors cut through the darkness, missing your face by an inch. Cloud Shadow jumps back a few paces, preparing to correct his mistake. Catch a glimpse of this and looks pretty animalistic, alright, but he's not the one you're looking for. For starters, it's a he. Just as he's about to lunge at you, a snarl resounds from the person nearby, stopping your foe in their tracks. The shadows emerges as a young woman, baring her teeth ever so slightly. She walks through calmly, her eyes fixed on your assailant. Present enough to make him reconsider attack you, but not to withdraw completely. Glancing over to you, puffing up his chest. Oh, hi. It's a gangrel. Hi, gangrel. No name, just gangrel. Stay over, Tim. I smelled him first. Oh, Tim. Well, how about that? She raised an eyebrow, but remained silent. The compatriot turns back towards you. You should have come here, pretty boy. I'm gonna fuck you up so bad you'll be wearing your tongue as a fucking necktie. Sharon looks at you expectantly. No. I mean, we are Bruja. We are Bruja, though. Do we want to play the character? Do we want to play the character? Either I'm not looking for a fight. Either picture you made point okay, confirm batters. I'm not looking for a fight. She seems. Her tips her head with is very noticeable, yet strangely expressive. She seems disappointed. Now he up his lips twisted to her right smile. Clearly you just gave him the confidence boost he needed. Funny, you don't look like a person. You don't smell like one either, so why are you acting like one, huh? Well, guess what? You ain't getting off that easy, chicken shit. Fish grow echoes across the alley, stopping the television in its tracks. Samika walks over to her comrade, her fangs glistening in the dim lamplight. He puts a hand on the side of his head, caressing his hair and tugging at his ear as if he were scolding a puppy. She leans over and speaks in a voice that's firm yet oddly affectionate. Well, aren't you a thing? It's okay, Willow. I know handed from hell. The now Kango looks at her with immense timidity and resentment. Then he turns back towards you. Fine, then I'll worth the effort anyway. Says Peter retreats into the shadows. Although if you were to guess, he's likely to stay within earshot. We compare and go in time we return if you want some more. What do you want? Straight to the point, I like that. Don't care what you like, now quit stalling, you have something to say it. Then coming far from where we willing to offer you my services such as they are. Oh, I hope our return is a fruitful, long-lasting relationship. Yeah, sure, that's what we're here for. So you want to help me with something? Because you want to be my friend. That about right? I was told to do that. Sounds cool. Yeah, by the way, it does sound corny, doesn't it? Uh-huh. She puts a veneer of skepticism, but you can tell she's intrigued. Corny's not bad, though. I think I'm okay with corny. What I'm okay with putting my ass on the line and getting stabbed in the back for my trouble. So I say sure trust anything you say. Don't expect you to, not yet anyway. Good because my trust is earned, not given. Well, then let me earn it, pretty much your time, that's all I ask. For a brief moment she stands there motionless, looking straight into your eyes as if trying to size you up. Finally she looks away, it looks like she's come to a decision. Just so that we're clear, I don't trust you. I have no reason to. Frankly, you sound more lost than I am. You have that earnest look about you, naive, almost. I can tell you believe what you're saying. So give you a chance to prove yourself. Some outstanding business to take care of. I'll let you know once that's done. Meet me here and we'll see what you're really made of. That time we could just finish in the night. And that went pretty well, all things considered. Honestly, we didn't have to fight anyone. Probably should have tried to fight people. What made things more interesting? That brew hub blood, after all. I think we can still do at least one more thing tonight, so... Nope, no one, I need to rest. You need to rest. Fine, we're resting. You know, something strange with the front door behaving, and letters been slipped on the door in a cream-colored old-fashioned envelope. There's no name on it, but you know it's meant for you. The letter's clear, it's been sent by someone incredibly old-fashioned. We're a true fan of classic stationery. No normal person sends letters like this. No short and terse, written in elegant, delicate handwriting. Your coterie invites you to a rendezvous at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. We're waiting to make your acquaintance tomorrow night. Look for me closer to God. No offer information. Let's say you have a mysterious invitation for the following night. Cool. By the way, it's the following night. Faith and Myth, Part 1. We could go do that. But I could keep doing this. I could also do this. Did I come to do this? Might have. Did some of it. I know we don't have enough time to do everything, and there's gonna be a lot of... By the way, it's like, what's a good example of this? I think, Cthulhu Saves Christmas had a thing like this, but basically... Okay. So you're given multiple options in between things to go, you know, like for example, go do this, go do that, and then you're forced back into the story. Right now we're in between story sections really, and we're making friends. The problem though is we have only a limited amount of choices before we're probably back to story, so yeah. We can't do everyone's story. And then there's also other stories that are trying to take place too. So I'm not sure how I want to play it. I think for now though, I'm going to focus on one thing and hopefully, yeah. Because it's going to be like, oh, you didn't do that. Well, you missed out on that. Well, whoops. It's not like it's going to matter in the long run anyway. When we return to the haven, you find a small scrap of paper lying on your windowsill. Need a favor to still up for come meet me in Prospect Town. Everyone just knows where I live. Everyone just, you know, puts stuff in my apartment. It's like we don't need locks. Everyone just goes through the locks. Once again, you cross the gate, Prospect Town, and head straight for where you last saw the Pharaoh do. Minutes fast while I know Southern Town. You begin to worry that something might have happened to her. That seems a stupid thing to do. Why would you worry about a vampire that's probably could kick her ass easily? Suddenly you hear rustling come from the nearby bushes, and it's not the stray cat kind of rustling either. Yeah, I'm just thinking back to, like, say, Bloodlines and the whole generation thing again. Yeah, no one really respected fucking generations, really, and Bloodlines. Then again, you weren't even really supposed to know your generation. But the thing about generations is you still need the power to back up your generation. Cause sure, you might be able to. You might be, you know, 8th generation, and like people you know could be 10 or 11th generation, but they could still kick your ass if you don't have, you know, the power to back up said thing. But anyway, it's not the stray cat kind of wrestling either. You know I can hear you, right? Hey, you in the bushes, you know I can hear you, right? The bushes stops for a second. So in the bushes, part of our walks out, desperately trying to look confident. Yeah, that's only because I wanted you to. Oh god, you're one of those. Listen, I want to have a word before Tam gets ill. She seems to like you for whatever strange reason. The way I see it, you're a nuisance at best. What's your threat? The point of this speech? There's just that point you're trying to get to. The point is, Democrat's my sister, never since the war that counts. Anything happens to her? If I ain't even remotely your fault, I'm coming after you. Is that clear? Yeah, I want to give him the tough guy voice, but honestly, it's sort of foul. Just, yeah, I'm a badass. I'm a badass. Guess so, now get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, just want to make sure we understand each other. What I'm saying is if anything happens to Tamika, I'm holding you accountable. Oh, it's on the sound first to reach your ears. Yeah, it's just fair enough to be out of standards, but still loud enough to hear. You can tell that whoever's approaching wants to make their presence known. If you want to turn on in time to see... Don't get much of my own secretary. I just have to tell her she's been listening to our conversation. In any case, she walks up and speaks, addressing no one in particular. Did I miss anything? Nothing too important. We were just having a chat. Where are you now? Travis going for a look like she's about to rub his nose in his own crap. What about? Enough. You know what you look for me, Tim. Sure do. I rotates to sleep down and waits in silence, just long enough to make sure he can no longer hear when it addresses you. I have a favor to ask. Well, why is it? Ben, errand to run. I was hoping you'd come with me. It's a place east of here. It's a short walk. Should be back in about 2, maybe 3 hours. Alright, we're walking. As in on foot, in New York City. And I don't like cars, alright? Remind me of old times before I became this. To be distracting. So can we go? Yeah, sure, I spit. Sounds kinda shady, sure. Spit trouble? Sure, he's a spit trouble. But I'm not planning to start any. There we head towards the parking lot comic by time we can laugh unanswered questions. Yeah, sure, we'll just go walk everywhere. Sure, it's not like, we have sun in how many hours? Well, let's say it's around 9-10 p.m. when we get here. Maybe. Yeah, we should be fine. From Terminus direction, she finally arrived at the Evergreen Cemetery, one of the oldest burying grounds of Brooklyn. Cemeteries, eh? You enter through the southwestern gate and follow your companion through the sea of tombstones. Nice enough place as far as graveyards go. Much there to monetize in the usual flat fare littered with identical markers. Here Comedy presses on, swerving. A weaving along a pre-programmed path is clear. She's been here more than a few times. Finally, she makes a sharp left and takes a few more steps down a gravel walkway, coming to a sudden stop in front of a modest headstone. The inscription reads, Luca Santiago, beloved sister and daughter, born 1991. Taken from us too soon. Eyes fixed on the ghost, she lets out an absent-minded utterance. A moment alone, not long, 5 minutes at the most. Are we doing that whole thing where, vampires having human attachments? Which probably isn't the best thing. Vampires who have human attachments. They're around searching for a good spot to wait for and pass the time. The far end of a nearby lawn, you notice a long bench situated on a weeping willow. Suddenly you hear voices distant but slowly. But slowly approaching, judged by the tone and time where you're guessing it's a couple of teenagers out to get their late night kicks among the dearly departed. Maybe it's some goths. Well, we can have fun with this, can't we? We could both have we could both have a drink. That'd be great. Right? I got a chance to feed then again. Then again, you could just pass the time, walk around there. It's actually quite nice in a dark and somber kind of way. So we could wait, we could take a walk, we could just numb people. I mean, we haven't really had to spend blood. We're pretty good on blood. But, I mean, why would we pass up an opportunity? I'll take your time, I think I'll go grab myself a drink. Just do quiet, I don't want any trouble. Not here. Time will go along with all the voices soon enough. You come upon a couple in their late teens. Judged by the thick eyeliner in their clothes. Yep. We found some goths. Considering mostly black leather and lace, you'd venture, I guess, that they'd love nothing more than to be a natural vampire. You have the thick eyeliner in their clothes. Some couple of goths are spending time in a graveyard. It's almost poetic. Happy to oblige. As you emerge from the shadows, you can feel your... I can't... Ow? I can't... What's that word? Intensify. The boy and the girl watch you completely awestruck, waiting for you to approach. That gesture is enough to shoo the boy away. He sits on a nearby bench and watches, completely enamored, with lips pressed against the girl's neck. Well, this is... This is a thing. The weird sensation for actual... Honest to God pride in Fisherman's blood, but here you are. She's glad to have been chosen this way. She said there's no good reason to discriminate, and also take a sip from the guy. His body odor is pretty terrible, but the taste of his blood isn't half bad. Hoping the teens post-kiss stage will make... Will make your face just impression they'll remember. You leave them on the bench just as they let their inside hormones run wild sharp make out ferociously. Well, that's a thing. So, we know the girl, we know the boy. And yep, they're just gonna fuck here in the cemetery, apparently. I mean, sure, that's a thing. Have so greater to mature, I sort of had to deal with these loose ends, all with you for leaving them to roam like you did. You need to be more careful in the future. Hey. It's fine, it's fine. Hey, they seem to enjoy it. I can't... The game is fucking judging me for this. I swear, this is almost like you got written... I feel like these things got written by, like... someone who did, like, from, like, a GM or storyteller that did World of Darkness, Vampire The Masquerade, 5th edition, pen and paper games for like years. You know? That's what it feels like. Not like, you know, frickin' Bloodlines will. Bloodlines was just sort of half-assed together with just, okay, here's the elements of this, make them work into a gameplay. This is like basically someone who's actually done enough World of Darkness that they could just condescendingly judge the player's decisions. Which is a dick move. I'm saying that because of the way Shadows of New York works. Mostly the bad ending. The bad ending being, you know, not really a bad ending, in most people's opinion. But it's bad because, you know, the way World of Darkness is supposed to go. Which is stupid in a way. Just saying, I'm being judged for letting two humans know that I fed off them. Two humans that could, you know, be potential blood dolls down the line. Like, I'm pretty sure whoever wrote this would have hated, you know, Bloodlines with a passion. Because, you know, Bloodlines, yeah, the easiest way to get blood is to have blood dolls. Blood dolls being, you know, like for example, the girls in the club with once you have high enough seduction. That way you can just talk to them and be like, oh hey, I'm back, I need more blood. And they're just perfectly fine with it. So yeah, just refresh your blood, leave. Oop, send me more blood. Well, go through the loading screen, come back, get more blood. But that's a gameplay thing. That's not proper storytelling, you know. Anyway, you need to be more careful in the future. Do I? I'm pretty sure two goths aren't going to are just going to remember that, hey, remember that guy that, like, nommed us? That was, like, so totally hot. I know, right? Yeah, we should go to the graveyards more often. I'm pretty sure they're not really going to, you know, go bring a whole bunch more people out here. It's just going to be that one special thing. Maybe. I could always be wrong. But still. The game's judging me for stupid shit, so. Finally, you get back to the tree in front of town and sitting on the bench. About where do you sit next to her? Look over to her, doing your best not to stare. She looks down, crossing her arms and putting her hands on her shoulders. The instant the ferocious savage disappears, replaced by a vulnerable young woman. Think I'm done. Yeah, you feel like sharing? Nope, I guess I owe you an explanation. That's the way you can tell she's trying to open up to you. So remain silent, trying not to make her uncomfortable. It's a place not far from here, in the cemetery. A fitting spot, I suppose. Close to a decade ago. I've been on the road for a couple of years at that point, hitchhiking from one town to another. New York was supposed to be just another stop. They met Jezebel. She's strong, smart, independent. Seemed like someone I could trust, someone I could get close to. She never made me feel inadequate or ashamed. She could have her own fist fight, too. Funny thing, though, she only wanted to meet during nighttime. Well, you know. Didn't think much of it, even came up with excuses for her busy, eccentric, whatever worked. Till one night she sank her teeth into my neck. Sounds like quite a fire lover. Undead abominations, he sounds like quite a gal. She was. I honestly learned more about her after she was gone. She was the real deal. No go gang girl, veteran of the Battle of New York. She was wearing cruelty sent for a brief moment. Anyway, left soon enough to turn me. I think the Conclave of Prague really shook her up. Conclave of Prague. I feel like that should be a thing here, you know, in my dictionary. Conclave of Prague. Yeah. Conclave of Prague? Prague is a city in Central Europe. It's supposed to be neutral and a good place to discuss politics and strategy, ended up almost turning into a civil war. So you know, the anarchs were... It's sponged from the Camarilla. Since when were the Anarchs expunged from the Camarilla? I'm pretty sure the Anarchs were just a separate faction. I don't think they were expunged from the Camarilla. All they had done for a kind of blood they spilled, it didn't amount to a thing. Coming desperate for being betrayed. But yeah, even though I still had Rao and Luca, I was furious and terrified. Who died a few years later? Operation Lights Out, they called it. It was the coordinated itself with the Second Inquisition, a genocide by any other name. Family got to go pour up a plot buried empty casket. They want some closure, can't fault them for that. Even though she's not really here, I like to come and visit from time to time. It reminds me who I am, keeps me in check, keeps the beast at bay. Also, that's been the place of my embrace. You have to appreciate that level of irony. She straightens up and looks at you as if something just occurred to her. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. One minute I'm all grunts and stares, and that's what gave me my biography. Guess I'm just tired of being scared, alone. You don't have to be alone. Here's the thing, for those were simpler times. So I'm just looking for something to believe in. So I could give a damn about. I always have her out. She smiled sadly. Well, don't get me wrong, I was my brother. The bond between us is not easily broken. This guy had ideas and ambitions of his own. He won't always be there to watch my back. Can't expect that of him. Open your mouth up before you can make a sound. She motions at you to keep quiet. She lifts her head, sniffs the air. Her ears perk up and her eyes widen. Suddenly she pushes you with all her strength, seeing you flying off the bench, before you even enter the immense shape Flies into the view and smashes down into the bench, splitting her into pieces. With the blood surging through your veins, pounce onto your feet. You look at the massive fur monster's head and just kneeling forwards. The creature rears its head and gives you a deranged stare. Are we being attacked by a fucking werewolf? Then turns to Tamako. She seems utterly terrified, frozen in place, as she literally just saw a ghost. The creature shifts its weight, but preparing to pounce. Now here's the thing, if this is a fucking werewolf, we're dead. I want to remind you, werewolves are... Well, here's the thing. Gangrels used to have a somewhat peaceful relationship with, dealing with werewolves. Used to. But that was a long time ago. I don't know how 5th edition changed that. But, yeah. Fucking werewolves are definitely above our level. Like, if we're going by a bloodline standard, you couldn't even hurt the werewolf. Like, you had to basically use an observatory to crush it. Like, you couldn't fight a werewolf properly. Guns, swords, blunt weapons, all useless. So... So, potent in attacking the creature sounds like it's going to do nothing. But we are a Bruja, so let's do the stupid, everyone. Roll that potence check. Feeling as if your muscles have turned to steel, you round the creature before it can throw itself at Tamako. The beast flies through the air and smashes its back against a tree. Nanoseconds, however, gets back to its feet. Your attack might have surprised, but clearly it didn't do any real damage. No shit. The creature then turns toward you for a second or two and moves its mouth backwards, of trying how to form words. I can't tell if that's a werewolf or not. That could just be an angry gangrel. Could just be an angry gangrel, for all we know. Stay out! My ground! You runs over towards the nearby clearing. When all of a sudden a gunshot sends it tumbling onto the ground. Your well-armed men in body armor emerge from the shadows in an orderly formation, moving closer around the creature. Don't walk out and meet them. Fuck that. Retreat and hide. Not sure to make of what's happening, figure it's best to get outside. Jump back and way into the nowhere rush. You know Sam can follow your leads. Yeah. If someone came up with well-armed... people with well-armor... coming out and blasting what is potentially... is either a gangrel or a werewolf. Just saying. This here is not something we want to go and investigate. On the road to the safe of the thick forest, you watch in silence as the group of armed men subdue the creature using steel nets and kayak rods. The corner of all you catch Tamako looking away as she finds this whole spectacle somehow distasteful. She speaks on her breath, her voice shaking. Can we get out of here? No reason to overchat. Cause I don't know who those guys are, but I know we should just walk up and say hi. if they shot, you know, a frickin' werewolf gang or whatever, we probably shouldn't get involved. The walk back turns out to be a quiet and somber experience. You both walk in silence, the city blur of lights and cars careening by. Look at your time because she seems lost in her thoughts. We decide to break the silence. So what was that thing back there? A werewolf? Yeah, I didn't think that was a werewolf. I mean, we actually were able to knock it back. If that was a werewolf, yeah, we probably wouldn't be talking right now. We'd be dead. So that might have been preferable. Sure, I'm trying to collect her thoughts. When those of my clan, we tell stories about the scarred one. Scarred one? That's our name he's been known by. It's a cautionary tale for young gangrel. He's what happens when we let the beast take over. Ah. So basically, a gangrel that felt they let the beast take over and now runs around in his bestial form. Well, maybe not his war form or his, you know, wolf form, but still. There would be more of a metaphor seeing him in real life. It's like if a Christian just happened to run into Judas Iscariot one day. Seeing him hunted down by the... Yeah, I figured it was the SI. That's why I was like, we probably shouldn't even intervene. I don't know what to think. I don't even know what to start thinking. Because, yeah, they would probably have just turned and shot us. Game over, potentially. Starting to give her some space, she spent the rest of the walk in silence. Actually, it's probably like we went over to talk to them and she would have interrupted and made us disappear either way. Soon enough, the familiar tree-lined Prospect Park comes into view. Stop for the entrance near to Temka's Haven. She keeps walking, probably so much as a word or glance in your direction. Stops her several paces and turns back towards you. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming with me, but now I have a lot of shit to figure out. Once I do, I'll let you know. That she disappears among the trees. See, no point in sticking around. You take your leave. The problem though is now we're going to need a bit of blood because, well, we don't have the whole red blood outlines around the thing, but we did use a power. That's some use of our blood, though we have been feeding excessively. The problem though is I don't have, like, you know, a chart that tells me how much blood I have, how much abilities cost. I don't have any of that, so it's just you use blood after you gain blood, so it's very much how much blood do we have? How much blood can we overstock on? I don't know. So, shrug. Anyway, so yeah, she's no longer on the map now. Oh, we still have things we could do tonight. So technically we could go do a Faith and Map. You could go do that. But I think I'm gonna go do Gum Show You in the Dark. A recent stream finally killings has the Red Hook District of Brooklyn on edge. Selfie mentioned the creator Al Osama has a secret associate investigating the murders of Nostra Neonate by the name of Andrew. If you help him out, he might persuade it to form a lasting partnership. Well, let's go talk to him. Since I'm allowed to do two things tonight. You make your way down Clinton Street, then incessant hum of traffic gives way to the ominous silence of the waterfront. You stop to take in the familiar bouquet of the Hudson, made all the more potent by your recently sharpened senses. Space in the Red Hook rain. Turner rears his rusty frame once it bursting into industrial air, now a sleeping giant splayed out on the riverbank, forgotten, abandoned. Can we sell a spaceship for one of the hidden? Keeping to the shadows, you sneak closer to the dilapidated complex, making your way past hole-ridden silos and wobbly chain-link fences. Time to reach the entrance to the main building. can almost feel the rust particles making themselves coat to the back of your throat. Not getting your hopes up, you give the door a slight nudge. You're surprised that it gives almost instantly. It looks like someone's been using it recently. So you find yourself in a large empty hall. Looking around, you can almost picture back in its heyday. Stacked to the rafters was heavy machinery. There was a set of stairs leading up to a mezzanine, most likely an office space. You see a faint light coming from one of the upper rooms. Looks like you're in luck. Quietly with a breath, you climb the steps and approach the dimly lit room. The door creaks over your was like an old-timey detective's office, complete with crooked window blinds and an overflowing ashtray and paper scattered across a wooden desk. Then I hit you that nagging feeling this is all too convenient too. In front of you, before you come out, the trap is already sprung. Plum cigar smoke wafts over your shoulder. The barrel of a gun rubs against your spine. A raspy voice whispers in your ear. Raspy. Can I do raspy? Let me guess, took a wrong turn at the third silo. Presents, it depends. Here's the thing about presents. Presents and Dominic fall under that whole Presents and Dominic fall under the whole generation thing, in my opinion. They also fall under the whole how much points do you have in presents? How much points do you have in, let's say, what's presents factoring in? Shit. Here's the thing, Bloodlines is just presents. But like, say, Redemption, that would be also, what, your appearance score? Charisma score? Stuff like that. I mean, we could try presents. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to really work, so... But you know, why not? Make him stand down. Let's do the stupid. By strange hunch, you open your mouth. You hear yourself talking, the words are not yours. They seem to be coming from the deepest recesses of memory. A movie you saw as a child, you don't know why. Seems oddly appropriate. Oh god. Okay, this was worth doing. I know what you're thinking, this punk ain't got nothing on me. I'm sitting pretty on a lower coat detective spatial, 5 in the center, 1 in the chamber, and I own neither one. According to sounds, the stranger seems oddly receptive to your tough guy monologue, so you decide to bump it up a notch. Functioning, will you boost your or fill in the room with your presence? Watch become smooth. Oozing with charisma, regular Sam Spade, you still can't help but feel a sense of awe. Hopefully the strange feels it too. Okay, we used awe, everyone. And there's that naive feeling. Well, if there's more to this guy than he lets on, well, he's got me right where he wants me. Maybe I should hear what he has to say. Is that right? Is that where we drop the tough guy at and talk like adults? You can always shoot me once we're done. For a few 10 seconds, the room grows quiet. So crazy how you could swear you can actually hear the smoke swirling there. Finally, the stranger speaks again. You got a point there, kid. The strange interplay of light and shadow, the stranger reappears behind his desk. Seeing him in his full for a lack of better word, galore, you can't help but smoke. This is the dread Nosferatu? It's over to describe things, you're expecting some grotesque monstrosity, but this guy? Close the swag and the hard-boiled detachment team. It all comes across as a bad joke. When it comes to appearances, lineage is undeniable. A vampire bloodline, the kindred sire is an archaic term. From 30 feet away, you could probably pass for a bum with a nasty skin condition. From 5 feet away, it looks like something made to be seen from 30 feet away. He's back and show capture point his gun at you. So, to be fair, for a Nosferatu, he doesn't seem, you know, that bad looking for a Nosferatu. Like, we've seen the Nosferatu in Bloodlines. So, I bring you to my humble office. The Red Hook I'm here about the Red Hook murders. Yeah, that. Nasty business. What's it got to do with me? A lot, apparently. At least Crater seems to think so. Especially Sours. Not any you want to casually toss around, kid. But hey, I kid. You're not some random schmuck who wandered in here off the street, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Name's D'Angelo. Gin to my friends. So you can call me D'Angelo. Who I work for is less important. What I'm working on, however. I know I want to help you. I want to help you catch the killer. Smoky lips twisted to a smile. Do you now? D'Angelo lowers the shades for a second. He sits motionless with his eyes fixed on yours. Suddenly he raises his gun over to make you flinch, almost. Then he throws into his shoulder holster and a flashy display that definitely looks like it was practiced a lot in front of a mill. See the nostril lips move, but the quiet mumbling isn't clear as it meant for years. Listening to you, are able to catch snippets of his monologue. Sure. Sure, they seem to kill. What was the end game? What was the angle? Everybody's got one, even if they pretend like they don't. Especially then. What the hell? Maybe this town's finally got to me. Pause sets a fresh cigar between his crooked teeth. Maybe like the faith is just what the doctor ordered. Then offer him a light. Reaches Sparky flash a light before his eyes. Maybe use every dose of unhealthy. For his first thing he gives you Punch a look. Then he leans over to your lighter, puffing on the cig as it catches fire. White smoke comes back to his lips. I like you, kid. You might look like a used car salesman, but there's just something about you. Tell you what, I'm just about to head back to the crime scene. Take a look around. Refresh my notes. You can tag along if you want to. I could use an assistant, someone to take notes and make wild assumptions for me to shoot down. Who knows if you're any good, I might consider making this a long-term arrangement. Yeah, sounds good. Sure it does, kid. I'm the one who said it. Just one more thing. You still got me a disadvantage, too. Seems like you've done some digging on me, but with you, I barely scratched the surface. You catch my drift? Down to this. Who was it that sent you to my neck of the woods? Or in layman's terms, who do you work for? Sophie Langley. First time since you guys the Nosferatu adopts a look of genuine surprise. His eyes wandered for a moment, finally giving way to a crooked smile. So you're the one, huh? The fledgling the Torridor at Dame Spare, yeah. That would make sense. Don't think she'd appreciate you throwing her name around. Thanks for being up front, though, kid. My blink is enough for you to miss Andrew boundary from his tail. Just when you're about to look around, he reappears right next to you up close. The smile is even more unnerving. Yeah, Nosferatu like doing that shit. Poof, obfuscate. Poof, unobfuscate. Alright, moonlight's burning. Let's get cracking. Certain fascination, you watch Andrew stumble his way across West Brooklyn. Oddly animated. Insistently scratching his face and neck, stopping every once in a while for about a mumbling narration. He is most certainly a sight to behold. Still seems to be getting around okay. You take particular note of the fact that he seems to be choosing the darker, less frequent streets. There's definitely method to his madness. Well, you have to blend in, make it seem like you're just some crazy homeless guy that isn't, you know, a vampire. Here, the left first guy takes a sudden turn off of Van Brunt Street into a particularly dingy alleyway. The torn piece of yellow police paper or a dead giveaway. This has to be the place. But here we are. Time for you to earn your stripes. This is where they found her. Train tried not a drop of blood in it. Before you asked, no, I didn't get to see the body, so I don't know if there were any bite marks. Well, there probably was. So, what can you tell? 10 mortars down the crime scene, judged by the chalk outline of the pavement. The man who was killed recently. Curiously, there doesn't appear to be trace of blood or viscera. You know that the city's cleaning crew isn't that fast or that thorough. Have you noticed this very painted sign on the wall reads, "Blood speaks," in big crooked letters. Look at Angelo, the nostril gives you a spitting look. How come there's no blood? See the vision was strange, right? Because I don't see a trace of blood anywhere. But I can't. It's the details that count. And given that the murder was committed right here in the pit didn't make a sound, we can therefore conclude that the killer is kindred. Bingo, only a kindred could drain you this quickly, this quietly. But not just any kindred. Take a look at that graffiti. What do you think it means? I think it's meant to throw us off. I can see why you think that, but look at how crooked the letters are. Very legible. You can't fake something like that. Someone was very new, it's very scary. Different meant something to them. Tell me, if you were to guess, which clan would you say a killer belongs to? Well, here's the thing with the blood. What was the line? Sorry, I need to go back. What would it say? The blood speaks. Okay, here's the thing. That could fall under both categories here. I don't think thin bloods. Could fall under Malkavians, because, you know. But Tramiel. Why did Tramiel know it's light sources? That's probably some fucked up ritual those. Well, that's you tend to get creeper ties. But they would not say the Manson family. It's not just not their style. What? Might be jumping to conclusion, but money's on the thin bloods. What? I wasn't expecting thin bloods. Vampire Bloods have delivered that they retain many human traits. The Thin Bloods are apparently clanless survivors of the last decades of pogroms, prejudice, and ostracization. The numbers don't swell, though. Messy street alchemy and a buried passage which make them uniquely suited to thrive outside kindred society, make their own fate in the post-modern nights. The Thin Blood can be of any mortal origin and are not affected by the parent clan's curse, nor by the preference in the same degrees outside. In 2009, the inner circle of the camera issued an edict that all Thin Blood must be rendered tattooed with the mark of the crescent moon, inked by Tramiel tattoo artists or scorched with a beam of sunlight. The brand is irreversible. Many kindred still feel the Thin Blood is a threat to the masquerade, weaklings, runoffs, abortions, and will destroy them if given the chance. Those who don't despise Thin Bloods tend to call them the young ones, chimeras or duskborns. Well, there you go. Thin Bloods. Buzz spits up the red. Mary remains of a cigar. She looks like we're going to have to pay Larson a visit. You don't sound too happy about it. It's comical. Larson's guy needs setup. For Thin Blood, anyway. The nature of his family. Mortal family, mind you. Even though he's a primogen, he's managed to shield them from kindred politics, and that takes some doing. So wait, the Thin Bloods have their own primogen now? Because here's the thing, the description of the primogen said they were just outside of kindred society. No one really gave a shit about the Thin Bloods unless they give a shit about the Thin Bloods. And most that give a shit about the Thin Bloods are usually off murdering the Thin Bloods. But they have their own fucking primogen? What? Not sure he knows who the killer is, but he could probably make an educated guess. In case we'd be doing him a favor. If it turns out one of his is violating the masquerade, it would put him in a hell of an awkward position. That might be made shitting upside down awkward. Kind of weakness that Overprovision would love to exploit. His position to counter is as bad as it is. But for a moment, he mumbles to himself, but too quiet for you to make out. Finally, he lights up a fresh cigar. He takes a puff and lets the smoke escape through his crooked smile. Alright, kid, let's get this over with. You're prepared for the industrial ugliness of Red Hook. Sterling Place has quite changed the scenery. Do we even have enough time here at night to do all this? Just asking. Seems like it's longer than the Tamika stuff. The heavily gentrified and pleasantly dull residential area emanates a sort of peaceful apathy that rich ships to scoff at and blue collar workers dream of. Or suddenly not sure stops owners. Seems like he was taking a deep breath, steering himself for things to come. Ah, this is the place. They point to a surprisingly nice looking two-story house. The place is almost completely dark, almost. You notice a dim light shining through the curtains of an upper story window. The first search assume that the head of the family is working late. Especially the head of the family happens to be a vampire. Okay, we gotta be gentle about this. I'm talking velvet gloves, soft cushions. You rang me, Lord Gentle. You get lost in outfield while I'm making a fuss. Well, that ain't fair to If we blow this here shut down, like a speakeasy or raid night. Trust me, I know. Sounds like you two have some history. Sounds about right, but that's a story for another time. Right now, let's stick to why we're here. Tell you what, how about you take the lead in this one? I'm curious to see how you handle it. Take a step back and look around there. The lit up window seems like a safe bet. Now it's just a matter of getting Larson's attention. His and no one else's. You're starting to come over a viable strategy. You are suddenly startled by a loud noise. It takes you a second to identify the sounds of dog bark. It didn't take you long to figure out where it came from. A bearded man, Lee, and Walker are at least comes into view. I mean... I'm gonna throw a small rock at the window. You're gonna pick up a rock with one small enough. Do not break glass, but big enough to get someone's attention. Definitely you check the rock at the window. It bounced off the glass with quite by an audible thunk. Much past the silence making you... You think no one got your message. Just as you start to look for another rock, you hear the window slide open. Very unassuming and slightly unshaven man in a turtleneck appears at the window. As soon as he notices you, his expression sounds like he just smelled something rotten. Just as your nostril upon what could only be described as a very loud and very angry whisper. Get the fuck off my lawn, Ancho. You know goddamn bears and show your ugly mug around here. That's over to Ancho. There's someone in bear scratching the back of his neck, clearly trying to find the right angle to play this. Get us down before we get very loud. Pierces you with the gaze. You can almost picture a fuse sticking out of his head, slowly burning away to an inevitable explosion. Luckily, he managed to pour it out. Stay where you are. We're on the lawn, listening to Larson quietly making his way down the stairs. Before long, he appears on the porch, locking the front door behind him. He motions that you follow him off to the side of the house. There he turns towards you. So what do you want? About the Red Hook murders. We think one of yours is responsible. Bullshit, Desperat's got enough trouble just staying alive over here. What could possibly make them openly violate the masquerade? Desperation. Kira's been leaving messages. Whoever they are, I think they know something. Something that you can't show to just anyone. I know it seems far-fetched, but it's the only way this puzzle fits together. I don't buy you're reaching. Try and find a scapegoat. Get in your boss's good grace. Word gets around to Andrew. You think I don't know who you were working for? And how much clearer your people's name? What have you got to lose? Everything. I've been thorn in the countryside for a while now. This is just an excuse they need to get rid of me. My wife, it turns out one of yours did it, and you sat on your hands to be a detective. You think the council won't jump on that? Starting to Darn's ponders options, see that's our heavy side. Look around and consult my sources. It turns out one of mine is responsible. They will face justice. In the meantime, keep your deductions to yourself. I have enough trouble as it is. Well, here's the thing. I find this hard to believe. That basically... Okay. So the Thin Bloods have a premature, right? But here's the thing. The Thin Bloods aren't really, you know, organized. Usually. Thin Bloods are usually mostly captives. They have no clan. And just sort of exist. Like, basically they're almost like what we could have been. Just, you know. Their crater didn't find us. There was a significant difference, though, between a captive and a Thin Blood. A captive would be basically a vampire that doesn't really know what their clan is, what's really expected of them. They're just basically, they're tossed in and turned into a vampire and basically said, hey, go do vampire things. For the most part, that means they don't really interact with the Camarilla. They don't really know what's expected of them and all that. The problem, though, is that also leads to them doing stupid shit, which... Bloodlines, the whole serial killer guy, who, yeah, I'm the one who's making use of my power to get rid of these serial killers. I shall become Batman. Because I must avenge my family's death. And keep taking out criminals as a vampire. Yeah, no, you don't need to be a vigilante. Stuff like that. But yeah, the thing is, I don't really see most Thin Bloods as being, you know, a well-organized structure. I don't think most are just gonna be, oh, I got heard. Hi, I'm supposed to talk to you about this. No, I figure there's probably a lot of vampires that just don't really know better, you know? They don't really know what they're supposed to do, what their inspections are of them, and all that. So, it could easily be it could be a Thin Blood that doesn't know better, and just, you know, is doing this just because I'm a vampire. The blood's speaking to me. So, like, say a Thin Blood, but yet partially on the Malkavian side. The blood's speaking to me. I don't know what to make of it. I write on wall. Or it could be, you know, someone that knows what they're doing. It could actually be someone who wants to leave these messages and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot that it could be, but we'll have to see. I don't think I ever fully solved it because I ran out of time. Anyway. Dale. Good, now if you excuse me, I have to go back to my family. That Lawson retreats to the elusive safety of his home. He decides it's best to move along. For a couple blocks in utter silence. Even to enter, his moment seems to have taken backseat. Oddly enough, you find his newfound re-entrance somewhat unnerving. When the Notcher stops to turn towards you. Hell of a night. I don't know about you, kid, but I should use a drink. Something warm in a tall, sweaty glass. But first, let me tell you your score. Let's see now. You did make a good first impression. I like someone who can talk themselves out of a tight spot. Talk is cheap. Boats, not so much. Held your own at the crime scene. Nothing I hadn't figured out on my own, but hey, we can't all be professionals. Finally, when the saturated cover surgery, you managed to avoid unwanted attention. Discretion is what separates a private dick from just any old dick. All in all, yeah, you did fine. Not fine, but not bad for your first case. Don't let it get to your head. I'll be in touch. I'll let you know if I hear from Larson. Be ready to meet me at the office. Start to walk away, but suddenly stops and turns back towards you. Bring a notepad. Every good assistant should have one. Take notes. I'm going to guess we rest now. That would make the most sense, right? You need to rest. And we'll do that in the next episode. I think we covered enough. I mean, it's been technically, well, yeah, about 2 nights, if you think about it, because, yeah, night 1 just went, you did one thing. Night 2, we did both things. But they're no longer on our list right now. Which means we might have to do someone else's thing. We'll see. Our story could happen. But that's for next time. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.